Hey everyone, welcome back. This evening's shave is brought to you by Grown Man Shave. They were very generous and sent the majority of the units being used. So the soap, as you've already seen in the thumbnail, is the Dovo Citrus Lion. This was actually made by Ariana and Evans. I can't talk tonight. This is a proprietary formulation for Dovo. This comes in a ceramic bowl with a very nice cork top, and it's just very nicely pressed down in there. Off the puck, it is a lighter scent, but it's very pleasant. It does open up once lathered, and the splash is this deep leather, also made by Ariana and Evans. Again, another proprietary formula. The only issue I have with the splash is that there's no restrictor. However, I'm normally not a fan of leather scents, but this smells like a nice leather coat, very pleasant, just very rich, beautiful scent there. The razor is this beautiful Dovo straight razor. One thing that's really cool on the back as well is it has the history or kind of everything with Dovo in English and in German, because they are based out of Solingen, Germany, and has their address and telephone number. Reading through this earlier, I did learn two new words that I actually didn't know before, and that is a word for breathtaking and precision. So breathtaking is atemberaubend, and precision is Präzision. So very cool. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with reading that in English or German. If you want, you can kind of freeze frame that, maybe flip the screen out, or you get that to read there. Everything's been whipped up in my HCNC bowl, and I'm using my Craving Shaving German themed brush. This is the Fernweh. One thing that really impressed me, this is my very first kind of brand new razor, is the packaging on this thing. So you get a nice little sleeve, and then you get Dovo embossed on the box. Take that off, then you get beautiful cloth there. That also has Dovo straight razor. It's actually a card with care instructions on it. Sweet. In English, German, and it looks like French. Well, German, English, and then French. The razor here is absolutely beautiful. You've seen the thumbnail, so you know how gorgeous this is. But nice little cloth sack. Beautiful faux tortoiseshell there with Dovo. And then this blade is just stunning. Nice little round tip there. Beautiful, beautiful razor. I have used this once prior to stropping, although on their instructions for the strop, which Grown Man Shave did send as well, this one right here, it does say to strop prior to use. And they also sent a strop cream as well, which I have not used yet. Since my wonderful mister broke, I'm stuck to using my travel squirt bottle, simply because my kids use the other squirt bottle for combing their hair. So as you can see, this lather whipped up beautifully creamy, whipped up extremely easy as well. If you're a fan of A&E K2 formula, this is very similar to that. So with that in mind, you know it's going to be a good soap. And as I mentioned, the scent did loom or become a little stronger once lathered. But it's not overpowering, it's just a nice, very subtle citrus scent. It's been 2 days since I've shaved. Haven't used a straight razor in a very long time. Although I have used, I need to get something to wipe this down. Be right back. I have used Chivettes, of course, but straights have, I just don't have the time really on my back issues to use a straight very frequently. And with it being summer, my kids go to bed late. So it's like they go to bed, I shower, I quickly shave, occasionally I'll record so I can go to bed and get up and go to work. When we're look at this beautiful blade here. But it's the weekend. I want to spoil myself. So we're gonna go with a nice straight razor shave here. Now my stropping game is not the best. I wouldn't be surprised if I rolled a couple edges because of my poor stropping. But the strop that Dovo or Grumman Safe Shot with this made it pretty easy. And that took that off really nicely. Lather is not going to pass the Ewan test. But I'm having no issues with this blade. It's actually quite comfortable. Maybe we'll pass the Ewan test. A little bit of coaxing here. There we go. A little bit of coaxing, it passed. You can see the whiskers. Just very, very easy to use. Beautiful blade. That wasn't my blade, in case you were wondering. I'm not getting that wet. You can see that with it really easily. I love the sound of straight razor. And the only razor I found that sounds like a straight is the Weck. There's some people who ask, is a Dovo shaveable right out of the box? I'd say with a good stropping it is. And I didn't go crazy on the amounts of stropping I did. Maybe, I think 40 on the coarse side and 35 to 40 on the smooth. You can see that there's zero tugging. It just went right through that. Got the chin area pretty easily. Right there's always a hard part. So no issues whatsoever with this. And I had a good shave width prior to stropping. This is just beautiful. You can see the hair on the edge of that blade there. Maybe. Just taking it without any issues. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, maybe you can see that. So one thing I don't do straight select. It just takes more time because you gotta wipe it and especially blade this beautiful. I don't want to rinse it and risk damaging the blade and the pins. Taking care not to, and how I'm doing the edge as well as I'm cleaning it off. So that very first pass is quite nice. Of course, that is with the grain. We'll see how it does against or across, because you know I don't do against on my mustache. I haven't found the need to. Since generally speaking, I shave every day anyway. And I don't go to the office anymore, so I don't need to. Even when I did, my office is pretty chill. That little trick about turning the blade upside down, I learned that from, I can't remember if it was Dave Carter or one of the Swedish Three, but I think maybe I saw Frank do it before. So. Great way to go against the grain or across on your cheek, or going from ear to jawbone. With your offhand. This is nice. This is really nice. Oh, looks like I missed a little bit here. I was worried about this little spot right here. It looks like I got it. Because it's hard to tell when I don't have my glasses on. Get that spine a little cleaner. There we go. Offhand is always challenging under the nose. There we go. All right. So far, so good. It's gonna take you a little bit longer than normal, maybe. I guess it's gonna be a little longer video. Because I had to show everything off, and I'm using a straight razor, and I haven't used a straight for a little bit on video. I had to talk about how awesome this soap is. Because really it is, it's good stuff. All right, we're gonna call that good. Here we go, against the grain. No issues whatsoever. Now I have to say that, as I mentioned, Grown Man Shave did send the razor, the strop, the soap, and the splash. And they did send that to me for review purposes. I have had all these for quite some time now. Like I said, I've used the razor off camera once. I've used the soap a few times and the splash. I just want to apologize it took me so long to get to doing a video with these items. As I mentioned, my back has made things difficult lately. But that seems to be doing a little bit better. You can see the stubble there still from against the grain. It's really not intended to take this long to do a video with these items. But just because they were sent to me, my opinion is still my own. Still completely unbiased. If you've seen the channel, you know I like A&E. They're a great brand. They make good products. So I do like A&E. Like I said, I like Dovo. Their shoe, that's the very first shoe that I ever owned. So I think very highly of Dovo as a whole. And when you get a blade that's this beautiful and this sharp out of the box, hard not to like them. Man, that's good. Tons of stubble there. Against the grain on the chin, surprisingly pretty easy with this. Normally I struggle with Javette against the grain on the chin. Little J hooking. Just because the oh, that was a good one. Just because the Javette's blades are just so thin, it's difficult to get in there. Beautiful. All right, now we're just gonna wipe it. Whew, beautiful blade. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna let that sit out and dry. quick rinse. Nipple pat. Typical areas right here. But against the grain, but the neck, chin feels really good. See if I can't get this a little bit better here. Sorry for being off camera for that. There we go. There we go. It's actually really good. All right, we're gonna let that dry. A little bit of witch hazel. Like I said, this is a longer video using the straight. You can see how nicely that took down the 2D's growth. Like I said, this is straight out of the box. That has not been honed. I've not sent this off anywhere. I got it in, I did one shave with it straight from the box, no stropping. Tonight I stropped it, but not a crazy amount. Like I said, I did less than 50 on both sides of the strop. And it just worked. The splash for the leather, I'm not gonna tip it. Maybe you can see, probably not. It's kind of a light tan color. Oh my goodness. This is one of the best leathers that I have smelled. Like I said, I normally am not a huge fan of leather, but dang, that is nice. Peter Charkalis did an amazing job on that one. Now, like I said, everything, the razor, the soap, and the splash were provided by Grown Man Shave, link in the description below. The brush is Craving Shaving. Regretfully, Charles is taking a break from making brushes right now. The bowl is the HCNC stainless steel. So if you made it this far, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all next time.